everybody. Welcome to Bill Please, episode 8. And this is brought to you by Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation, or PAGCOR. Welcome back. And I'm here once again to make Chico with you. Another holiday, by the way. Yesterday was a holiday, a day of valor, Araw ng Kagitigan. And this day, April 10, 2024, we're celebrating the Eid al-Fitr. This marks the end of the month-long dawn to sunset fasting of Ramadan. So no classes, no office work today. So, relax kayo mo. You are tuned into us. I'm actually broadcasting here inside the studio of W Rock, 20th floor of Golden Peak Hotel, Cebu City. And we are live on our Facebook page, 96.3 W Rock. And audio streaming can be enjoyed on our website, 963wrock.com. So what's on the menu now? And I choose the topic, travel. Traveling is good for you, and it's good for me. Traveling expands our horizons, widens our knowledge, and it gives us reasons to be happy, to be more creative. And there are so many things in this world that needs to be seen, experienced, and explored. So, topic today, travel. Traveling. When was the last time you traveled? Well, I did travel 2 weeks ago. Holy Week, I went to Negros Oriental and also to Siquijor. Traveling. Why do we travel? We have many personal reasons why we travel. We just want to see a new place. We just want to be in a community or in a place that we've never been in before. And we also want to experience new cultures and to see and to witness different kinds of people. People in Luzon, people in the Visayas, people in Mindanao, people abroad, the Muslim countries, the European nations. Traveling gives us thrill and it gives us excitement. But did you know that there could be such a thing as too much travel? Extreme version of the travel bug with a diagnosable condition. It's dromomania, sometimes called the vagabond neurosis. This is a mental health issue. Someone who just loves to travel. It's an impulse control disorder and a psychiatric problem. This is a term officially added to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders in 2000. The definition states, those who suffer from dromomania have an abnormal impulse to travel, and they are prepared to spend beyond their means. They are willing to sacrifice their jobs, even their relationships and security in their lust for new experience. So there's such a thing as travel addiction, which is more psychological in nature rather than biochemical. If someone can suffer from dromomania, there's also what we call the fear of traveling. Mahadlo, matakot mag-travel. And this is called hodophobia. So take note of this new word. Hodophobia is the fear of traveling. And under hodophobia, there's also what we call the fear of flying. Mahadlo, musakay, o eroplano. And that's aviophobia. Aviophobia, the fear of flying. I have a relative, an aunt, from the mother's side. She just was so afraid of airplanes. She has never been out of Bicol because she feared taking the airplane. It's aviophobia, the fear of flying. And there's also the fear of enclosed or tight spaces. You know this, claustrophobia. And did you know that there's also the fear of driving a car or riding in a car? This is so unusual. Mahadlok, matakot. There's this morbid dread of getting inside a car. This is what we call the amaxophobia. Amaxophobia, fear of driving or riding in a car. Fear of trains or locomotives. Siderodromophobia, fear of traveling over bridges. That's gyphyrophobia. I've tried walking on top of on the Marcelo Fernan Bridge in Madawi and also the Mactan Bridge, the old one. Walking on the side of the bridge, that would make me feel nervous or anxious. But riding in a vehicle and passing through the bridge, well, that's fine with me. So fear of traveling over bridges, the phobia is called gyphyrophobia. I'm sure you don't have these phobias because you love to travel. But there are unusual cases. Meron talagang mga tao na may mga fear, tulad ng fear of flying. Fear of sea travel, thalassophobia. We'll never travel by boat or barge or ro-ro vessel. And the fear of large objects, which can include airplanes, ships, and monuments and statues. This is what we call the megalophobia. This is additional knowledge for you. Question: how many places or how many countries have you traveled to in your lifetime? The man, Harry Mercedes, is considered the world's most traveled man. Harry has traveled to every country in the world. United Nations, there are 193 countries, I believe, and Harry Mercedes has traveled to every country on the planet at least twice. And he's the founder of a website called Nomad Mania. And Harry admitted that when he travels, I'm going to quote him, "I have no suitcase. I am a backpacker. And I'm not a backpacker in the classic sense. I don't stay in hostels, for example, but I do only have a backpack almost always. And it's literally the bare essentials." Harry Mercedes only has with him a laptop, his mobile phones, a camera, and a few clothes. I also like to travel light. If I'm going to travel to a place wherein I have to stay there for about a day or two, I won't be carrying with me a lot of stuff. I've also taken a few expedition trips by ship down to Antarctica, according to Harry Mercedes, and one also doing the Arctic, the Russian Arctic. Harry Mercedes was born in 1972 in London, UK, to a Greek father and a South African mother. Can you imagine? Almost every country in the world. Naguan na niya, na-travel even twice. How about you? Why don't you tell me about the number of places that you've traveled to in your lifetime now? So, our Facebook Live, it's ongoing. Thank you so much for viewing. And last week, according to Kevin Gesto, last week we traveled to Baguio and to Ilocos with my mom and companions. Special shout out to Tita Jane, Tita Joy, Doc Che, and Rob and Mom Marie Divina Gesto or Gesto. Thank you for sharing that, Kevin. We're talking about travel. Bill, please, this episode is again sponsored by PAGCOR, or Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Now, if Harry Mercedes was the most traveled man, the person to visit every country in the world without flying or without, well, riding an airplane is Danish traveler Torbjorn Pedersen, the first person to visit every country on Earth without flying. It's a feat that took 10 years to accomplish. Imagine going overseas, flying abroad, not taking the plane. only by boat, by land transportation. And according to Danish travel Torbjorn, with average cost of around $20 a day, he was able to accomplish this feat that took 10 years to accomplish. Danish traveler Torbjorn was not sleeping. He did not sleep on trains and ships, in hostels or his hammock. He stayed with host families. It's good to be welcomed by people in places that you go to. They just offer you their houses, their accommodations given to you free. Peterson said, through the year, hundreds of people opened their homes to him after he became popular on social media. And when you travel, don't just go to the place with the intent of taking a lot of pictures. It's good to take pictures and to record or to make some videos or reels. When you travel, make sure that you also eat the local food. So try new things, taste new delicacies. If you've never been to Aklan, and when you go to Aklan, you eat their chicken binakol. And when you go to Cadiz, you also try their buriring, ginambot and lanchao when you're here in Cebu. Ginambot, lanchao. Ginambot, I think these are the intestines of the pig, right, Efren? Pork intestines, the ginambot, fried, deep fried. And the lanchao here in Cebu, this is the genitalia of the bull. Bagnet. When you go to Ilocos Norte or Ilocos Sur, you try their bagnet. Laing is a delectable dish in Bicol. I've been to Bicol a few times, and indeed, they have their incomparable Bicol Express, Kahandrikay, and also their laing. Laing is, I think these are the taro leaves cooked in coconut milk. When you go to Mindanao, you try the curacha, especially in Zamboanga. It's a spanner crab, or the red frog crab, can be cooked with sauce or steamed. And one of the most famous delicacies in Davao, when you go there, is the fruit called durian. I like durian. Shout out to those who like to eat durian. I'm having my green tea right now. Now, I encourage you not only to try the local foods and places that you go to, but learn a few words of the language in every country you visit, or even the provinces or towns here in the Philippines, because you will gain more respect and admiration from the locals if you can say hello, or may buntag, or magandang umaga, or you can say please, or sorry, or thank you in different languages in the Philippines. Try to learn some Tagalog phrases, Kapampangan words, Pangasinense, also Iloco and Bicol dialect and languages, Cebuano. Also, when you come here to Cebu, I hope that you would also speak some Bisdak or Bisaya words or phrases, and also learn some Hiligaynon words or phrases, Waray, Tausu, Magindanaon, Maranao, and Chabacano when you go to Zamboanga. So, try their local foods, learn a few dialect words or phrases, and read up about local customs before you go. So you don't want to offend anyone. What are the do's and don'ts when you go to certain places? Okay, travel is our topic today, and this Bill Please episode is sponsored by PAGCOR, or Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. I will be back for greetings. Of course, like the time is 10:15. Shout out goes to our viewers. Susan Isi, Muapay nga aga from Leyte. Thank you, Susan, for the comment. Good morning, Michael Glenn. Thank you for tuning. Joy Anglatera. Hi. Hi, Joy. You wrote here. Hi, Sir Bill. Susan, I love Bicol Express and lying so chala. I went there with my hubby. And please visit Leyte. Delicacy is Pinago and Roscas. Hi to you, Jay DeGia. Hi to Yanni Kaime. Thanks for watching. And of course, gotta say hello to our viewers outside the Philippines. We have listeners from the United States, also from Canada, New Zealand, Norway, also there in Saudi Arabia, Japan. We are heard around the world via audio streaming on our website, 963wrock.com. And of course, our topic today is Bill Please. Thank you, Facebook friends and fans of W Rock. Thank you for viewing. Okay. Hi, our Muslim brothers and sisters tuning in to us. We're celebrating today the Eid al-Fitr. It marks the end of the month-long dawn to sunset fasting of Ramadan. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in. And you're actually watching me live on our Facebook page, 96.3 W Rock. Let me check my phone here. Bill Please is back. This is brought to you by Padcor, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you for viewing our topic, travel. Well, I've suggested that you would try local foods, also learn some words and phrases. Also, you read up about local customs before you go, so that you won't offend the citizens or the people in places that you go to. Be polite and smile often. When you travel, you will become more approachable to the locals. When you go to a new place, you may be tired, but make sure that you, smile. Try to smile and be approachable. You'll find it easier to make travel friends, and the locals will warm up to you of being grumpy and looking tired and looking arrogant. Well, that will bring nothing good your way. Also, when you travel, don't try to look like a tourist or a rich traveler. Just look normal and regular. Wear your normal clothes that are comfortable. Wear your comfortable clothes, your favorite outfits when you travel. Also, visit the local markets. Local markets are a great place to learn more about the place and the culture of that place. Check out strange foods, and you can go to local shops and discover what's popular in a particular town or country. Should you bring credit and debit cards? You should. Also, have with you some emergency cash. Travel tips for you, because I want you to have an experience that is worth remembering and worth cherishing. Start saving early and bring more money than you think you'll need. It's good to have a budget to stick to, but most people tend to go over. So start saving as soon as possible, like now, and aim to bring more money than you think you will need. The more money you have, the more you'll be able to treat yourself. You may find a restaurant or a small cafe, and you want to try something that you've never tasted before. So you can have that extra special experience if you have extra cash. And if you're not sure if you should bring it, then don't. Now, if you travel and then you're packing your bags and you ask yourself, should I bring this? If you're in doubt, then that thing is not really an essential. It's not really worth carrying or having it in your backpack. So if you want to take with you some books, how many days will you stay in a certain place? If it's just an overnight or a 2-day stay, then lugging with you some thick books, well, that's not a good idea. I used to do that, and I regretted it. It added so much weight to my luggage. So if you're not sure if you should bring it, then don't. The lighter your backpack, the better. All right. Now, travel in not during the peak season so that you can save more money and you will avoid the crowds. There are seasons or there are months where there are so much people in Boracay. If you go to Boracay during the summer season, expect huge crowds of tourists and foreign tourists and local tourists who will crowd the ocean and the beaches. So you go there when it's not the peak season. And when you travel, you also inform your family and your loved ones where you will be going. Much better if you can give them a copy of your itinerary. Hi, Billy. That's from Gossy Scott. Thank you for viewing Bill Please live today, April 10, 2024. It's a holiday, so I'm sure you're maybe in your room, you're at home doing nothing, no schoolwork, no office work. And our topic today, by the way, is travel. This episode is brought to you by Pacor Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. And don't forget about your friends back home. You go abroad, and then because you're enjoying so much of the experience there, don't forget to keep in touch with your family, friends, and loved ones. You can chat with them online. Tell them how has it been in your neck of the woods. And also, Google Translate's camera is so incredibly helpful. This is one tip from a traveler. Download the Google Translate app before you leave and use the camera feature for translating menus and signs and posters and anything else you need to read. Because there are things like what's written on the menu, Taiwanese, Mandarin Chinese, Vietnamese, sometimes they're not written in English, so you need a Google Translate app. And if there's no internet in the place that you travel to, you better accept it, embrace it. So just play a card game, or you can talk with the locals and make new friends in the community or in the neighborhood. You can read a book. You can lie on the beach. Do anything that doesn't require Wi-Fi or internet. And also you charge your devices whenever you have the chance. And you all see that your battery life is already decreasing 10%. And if you can see a spare power socket, you charge your phone or your tech immediately. And pack a portable battery for your phone. Protect your technology. You should have a shelf for your laptop and a keyboard cover for accidental spills, a sturdy case for your Kindle, and a waterproof case for your mobile phone. And also, always pack the night before you travel, or even 2 days before you travel, because you will be in a rush to the point that you forget some of the essentials. FK Pedraha. Hi, Billy. Greetings from Singapore. It is also a holiday here. I love traveling. Been traveling to other countries solo. I've traveled solo only once, twice. It gives me a liberating feeling, and I love being a stranger. Loves being a stranger and knowing new people and learning a new language. Where did you travel, FK Pedra? Beyond, hello, Yaxbo, Hatia. We're always on 96.3 W Rock. Always, thank you, Yaxbo, or Boyax. I believe that's Boyax. Mel's baby, Manyon. Hi, DJ Billy, watching from Lapu-Lapu City, Cebu. Warm regards to all the people there in Mactan. Jennifer Engaling. Hello, DJ Billy. Good morning. So to all the viewers and solid supporters of 96.3 W Rock. And when you travel, it's also good to keep a journal. You write on your journal your special experiences. And also you mark your luggage so that it stands out. You don't want to accidentally take take someone else's luggage or have someone run off with yours and the baggage reclaimed. So you can stick some stickers on your luggage, your backpack. You can put a ribbon or a duct tape, and just to make it stand out from a sea of similar backpacks. And always keep an open mind and refrain from making judgments. If you don't like the country's customs or practices, you remain open-minded. Just say to yourself, well, that's how they live here. That's how they do things here. They do things differently. So if you experience something not so pleasant in a particular place, don't generalize. Well, this country is this and that. Well, this place is this and that. So don't let your bad experiences taint an entire country. If you had a not so good experience here in Cebu, don't think that Cebu is like that generally. So don't judge other travelers as well. Don't judge people for visiting the most touristy cities in the world. Don't judge if people take a lot of pictures, they're doing some poses in front of the cameras. Let them be. They're enjoying their own lives, and enjoy your life as you travel. So be healthy before you go, and make sure that you're physically and mentally prepared to travel. Well, this is Billy, and what a delightful 30 minutes has been. And I'm gonna call someone out to give me the bill. Bill, please. Thank you, Effie. Okay. Don't miss Bill, please, next Wednesday, April 17th. This is brought to you by Pancor, Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation. Have a beautiful Wednesday.